You're the
Welcome,
intro guy.
guys, to episode 5 for Keys and Conversation. I'm here with myself, Potter,
Sean Steve right here.
Steve, right? Just before we start, please follow, share, like, subscribe our YouTube channel where we give you guys real conversation about real lives and real talk.
Yes.
And also, shout out to
The Mac. Shout out to the Mac. Thank you for the swag. Chelsea FC hat from the Mac. They did a partnership with them where they're building some condo towers out in Dubai. If you want further information, please reach out to us. But yeah, once again, shout out to the Mac. You know, we partner with them for projects in Dubai as well. So you don't have to purchase the Chelsea FC project.
Yep.
However, there's many other projects that you could purchase that we could walk you through that.
Yep.
And then help you select any type of unit, villa, townhome, house, whatever the case may be.
Cool. Yeah, and also the Mac. Just to add, the Mac is one of the private luxury brand in Dubai.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the places that you see there, it has the Mac written all over it. So,
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's correct.
I just realized I don't have that little thing.
You snooze, you lose.
Okay, as soon as you lose, should I bring it back?
Nah, you can't bring it back.
Anyways, so this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to just have a conversation about what's currently happening in the market, what we're facing, what type of question that's happening, certain type of situation, right? Whatever we're hearing from our clients.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sean, what do you think? What's happening? Okay, come on, give us the low. What's happening?
You want the real?
Yeah,
All
has
right.
to be has to be the real,
The real. Always have to be real.
the good, the bad,
Okay.
the ugly.
So here's the real.
Okay.
We have an historic amount of listings in the marketplace right now. I believe it's now 31,000 plus.
Okay.
And then we have an historic low of sales happening in the market. I believe it was like 7 or 8,000. So there's a massive gap in between where, properties are just not moving. And the reason why, there's just so much uncertainty. A lot of buyers are just fearful of committing to such a large transaction without having any type of direction, whether that be the tariffs, Trump, the wars that's going around all over the world, interest rates going, staying stagnant, cost of living going up. Everyone's just fearful.
Inflation too. Don't forget about
Inflation. So a lot of people just like, they want to keep the cash on hand just because of the uncertain times.
So do you think that's everybody? Because we do still see some properties in some neighborhoods. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
selling.
it's not everybody. What I would say is it's more like the properties that are moving are like the savvy buyers, and they understand that if this is the bottom, you can't get any lower. So
Yeah.
it's only going to go up, right? So they're like, let me take advantage of this now because in 2028, 2029, we're going to look back and be like, how did you buy that for that price?
Exactly.
Right? So I think it was Warren Buffett. He said that when there's blood on the streets, that's when you take advantage.
Yeah.
And this is where you take advantage of like the market that's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Right? So I would say that the savvy buyers are still purchasing. The investors are still purchasing when it's a good deal and when the numbers make sense for them.
Yeah. And I wanna also, like what you said about Warren Buffett. He does say that it's like usually when people run away from something, that's usually what you want to get. And also, I remember I was listening to this podcast with Manny Koshbin. He's like a huge commercial real estate guy up in California, in the States. A lot of billionaires and millionaires of his friends and stuff, they actually look for recession
Oh, for sure.
because they know there's so many deals. And like you said, if it's already at the bottom, it can't go any lower.
Yeah.
Yep. Gradually in history of real estate in Toronto, there's always a dip, and then what happens? Skyrocket.
Exactly.
4 years ago, COVID, same thing.
Same thing. So these are the times though as well as where a lot of the big boys, the asset management companies, will come in and just swoop up all these properties.
Yeah.
Because they're buying it for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Right. So, like I said, if you are a buyer, if you do have the capital, if the numbers make sense for you,
Yeah.
and I would say purchase something because this is a great opportunity for you because then, like I mentioned, in 2028, 2029, when the prices start steadily increasing, everyone's gonna be like, "How did you buy for that
Yeah.
price?" Like this is when you really build that generational wealth and build that fortune or that nest egg for you in the future.
Yeah, because
You make your money on the buy, always.
yeah, because a lot of buyers are just afraid. Like there's so many of them out there, and I have this conversation a lot with my clients, and I say to them, I'm like, everyone's doing what you're doing right now. On the moment where there's gonna be a media saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, the market's back hot," what do you think's gonna happen,
Yeah.
right? And they don't realize is like when it happens, you're already too late
Hmm.
because now you're competing now,
Correct. Correct.
right?
I think we as people were very I guess follow the leader. That's the right word.
Like a sh-
It's a
like a sheep mentality.
a sheep mentality where you just like you mentioned, where it's just like when everybody's rushing for it, that's not the right time to buy because now it's
It's
overpriced.
overpriced. It's like
And
the labubu.
I don't have one, but that's when
Everybody's on it
everybody's.
because
But if
it's
you
a
got,
trend.
but if you got that little boo boo 6 months ago when nobody had it, you're laughing now because now if you want to sell it or be a reseller, you can sell for thousands of dollars, right? So
It's
it's
like the Furbies.
yeah, Furbies, all these things. It's like it's a whole psychological warfare
Yeah.
where the media and social media, digital media, whatever the case may be. What I'm trying to say is when everybody's running for one thing, that's when it's priced too high.
It's too late.
It's too late. When everybody knows about it, it's too late. That's when you walk away and try to go, pivot and get something else.
Mm-hmm.
So I say that to say, right now, no one's rushing. People are taking their time. There are still buyers.
Sure, yeah.
But this is the time where if you do have that capital, if you could do a group economics where it's your friends or family, get a team together, these are the times where you purchase something, you will be laughing
Yeah.
in 3 to 4 years.
Yeah. Because obviously, once the immigration starts flowing back in and all that going, inflation drops. At least if you're able to, like you said, afford it, if you have the capital, you could carry it, hold it, and see what happens, right?
Yeah.
In 5 years. Because throughout the whole historical data, it's the same thing.
Exactly.
Even though it's dropping, but you're still making.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's say 2020 is like this, but then 2022 is like this. But look, now the price is like this, going
Yeah.
up. But it's still higher than you bought 5 years ago.
Yeah, if you look at the charts, it goes like this, up and down, month to month, day to day, or even year to year. But if you look at like historic 3 5 year data, it's steadily just a roller coaster upwards. So
Yeah.
especially in Toronto, we're a global city, world class city, G7 city. So it's not like people are not going to continue. It's like COVID when COVID happened, right? Everyone thought that the sky is falling. Look what happened, right? We just came right back to it. So yeah, this is the time to buy if you do have the capital.
Mm-hmm. And what would you say would be great to get into? Obviously, when we're talking about that, it's more like first time home buyers, right?
Yeah.
If they're looking into something, it would. I personally think if they have it, if they don't have too much, either start with the condos or the condo townhouses.
Agreed. Because I think there's over 10,000 condos available right now. So like it's not like it's pickings, right? Like you have everything,
Yeah.
it's
It's
an
there.
abundance of condos available. So I will start there because also a lot of people that are selling, they have to sell whether their circumstances or if they just want to exit the investment, whatever the case may be. So you could really get steals out there in the condo market, the assignment market. Like we have a client that purchased 2 assignments for dirt cheap. Like I was like, whoa. Like I even was like, I don't think so. And then they're like, yeah, we'll do it. I was like, oh, okay, right. So like there's a lot of opportunities out there where if you want to enter the market, hold it for 5 years.
Assignments are great right now.
Assignments are great. You get a lot of steals out there. So I guess for first-time home buyers, I'll say the best thing is the condo townhomes or just the condo apartments. Once again, just depending on your budget, but really, really good prices out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're savvy, someone savvy, like definitely assignments. Like the two clients that got in,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the price that they
With parking and locker, I'm like,
it's insane compared to what it was it was bought for.
Yeah.
So
It's unfortunate for the seller,
unfortunate, but it's very
but fortunate for the
them.
buyer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, yeah, it is what it is, right?
yeah.
And now in 5 years, that place will double up. In my
Correct.
opinion, it will be.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because it's still within the GTA.
Yep. Yep.
It's not like he was, that individual bought in Timbuktu, right? So he's still within a rock stone from GTA, and
Yep.
it's only growing. Population will continue, business will continue to thrive. Just right now, there's a bump in the road, a lot of uncertainty, but things will pick back up
Yeah.
for sure. Is there any particular market or communities that they're seeing that are still thriving that have not hit that bottom?
Well, I mean, Toronto has their pockets, right? It's funny because I had this conversation with a friend of mine where they are at, stuff are selling in a week.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's in the Durham area. Can't say the address, but it sells in a week.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
area.
yeah,
But then 5 minute drive, things are sitting for 20 minutes.
yeah,
Obviously, in Toronto, you have places like Leslieville, Hyde Park. You got like the Junction, all those great pockets that if your house, it still has to be turnkey though.
yeah.
When it comes to turnkey, you got the Rosedale area. Those like
What do you mean?
homes.
What do you mean by turnkey? Can you explain?
Turnkey is just like it's ready.
Okay.
Like say the room, like they renovated top to bottom, everything looks nice.
So move-in ready.
Move-in ready.
Yeah. Okay.
Turnkey move-in ready.
I don't have to do anything.
Detached, don't have to do anything. There's not many of those type of places. Yeah, there's many like nice places in those neighborhoods, but you have to renovate it. You gotta spend an extra, 100,000 or whatever. But if you have a unit or property that's already been done and ready to just live in, don't have to do anything, and you have a parking, it'll
Yeah.
sell.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Over asking too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So you have detached, semi-detached up in, let's say, the Hyde Park area, well, up by over there. You're selling your place for 1.5, 1.6 still. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Over asking.
Yeah.
Right. So
It's the communities, the area,
it's
the
the community
school
area,
zone,
what school zone, where people want to live, where people want to be at.
safety,
Yeah.
crime rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What other conversations are you having that you find that's very challenging with your clients? Let's do sellers first.
With sellers,
Yeah.
is the that's challenging will be pricing.
Yeah.
For sure, because their expectations are 2021 and we're in 2025. So it's more so just managing those expectations and just like explain to them I don't make up the numbers, right?
Yeah.
The people do.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just, unfortunately, this is where our current market is at right now. I know you want X amount, but this is how much you're really going to get if you list your house on the market. So that's one of the challenging conversations with sellers. Another challenging conversation with sellers is, like you mentioned, turnkey. Like making sure that your house is, prepped to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of sellers just think that, hey, I'm just gonna put a house on the market and it'll sell.
It's not like that anymore.
It's a buyer's market.
It's not like that.
They have, like I mentioned before, an abundance of properties. So if your house is not staged, doesn't look well, not
And
freshly
price
painted,
too high.
yeah, and too high, I'm gonna go next door.
Yeah.
It looks better.
Yeah.
It's cheaper. So you really have to separate yourself from the competition. So that means like fresh paint, new lighting, just small things, declutter,
Yeah,
like we talk about all the time, right?
Yeah.
So those are the challenge conversations I'm having.
Yeah.
What about you? What are you having?
Kind of the same thing, but also at the same time, it's like it's very challenging as well if they end up wanting to do it for such an expensive price. And we've done it already where we're just like, hey, this is what it is, and there are agents out there that would just take the listing.
We've lost business that way.
Yeah. We have.
We've actually lost business because we say, hey, you're not going to get 1.3. You're really going to get 1.1 based on the comps,
1.
based
1,
on
1.2.
Yeah, like based on everything, right?
And then they ended up, what happened? Selling with somebody else.
Yeah. Well, listing with somebody else.
Listing with somebody else. And
at
then
1.3.
What did they end up selling for? The same price.
The same price.
After like 40, 50 days in the market.
Exactly.
So it's like we try to give them an expectation of what's happening. We're providing facts. We're providing like the house next door for you sold for 900,000, everything's the same. Why do you think it's worth 1.2 million?
Yeah.
Right. So it's like when you get to that point, and it's not just us. A lot of agents are turning down business that way
For sure.
because
sure.
they don't want to deal with spending money, time, and then in the end of the day, if you don't sell them, they won't like you anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. You bump heads.
It's your fault.
It's always your fault.
Hey, it's your fault because they didn't sell because you couldn't sell it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the property is overpriced.
Yeah.
Doesn't show well.
Yeah.
Or shows okay, but it doesn't justify with the price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In today's market.
In today's market.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of the sellers, the mindset are still stuck in the 2021. Whereas like, Bob's house sold in 5 days. Well, it's not like that.
It's not like that. Once again, it's a buyer's market.
It's a different type of market. No, it all depends also with the area. But if you're in that market where there are 50 other homes on for sale, then why are you the one that's more expensive and helping the other house sell?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happens.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Similar homes, 1.2. You're at 1.5. Now you're helping this home for 1.2 sell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, why? Why would you do that?
No, I agree. It's the cost of doing business, I guess, right? Yeah. Just being honest, being transparent, and at the end of the day, we're providing a service, an honest service, to our clients, showing the data, showing the numbers, and making sure that we're not putting ourselves in harm's way where we're over leveraging or overvaluing your property and just doing it just to get your business.
Yeah, because we don't want to be disservice to anybody.
No.
Like if we know this is what's going to happen, it's like we said, like we're going to spend a lot of time trying to sell it. We're going to spend a lot of weekends doing open houses. You know what I mean? Like doing the marketing, etc. And then at the end of the day, it's overpriced and you don't like us, you fire us, and then you list with somebody else. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
At a lower price, and you get sold.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Now we're the bad guy.
Yeah.
We're the bad guy.
Yeah, we're the bad guy.
We're not the bad guys though, but
yeah. But for buyers, I would say, like I mentioned before, it's just once again it's that uncertainty that they have, the negative noise that's out there. It's just having those conversations where it's like, listen, there's so many properties. Pick 4 or 5. You can put offers in, not at the same time, but you can put some offers in. You may not win them all, but like, just work within your budget.
Yeah.
If your budget's $500K, don't go over, because you don't need to go over, because houses are, they're not moving in a week, depending once again the community in the area that you're in. Yeah. So therefore, stay within your budget, make sure the number works for you, and put your offer in, because like I mentioned, in 4 to 5 years, you will be laughing. You will be laughing because Canada's not getting any cheaper.
It's not.
Right.
And we're still behind. We're still behind Vancouver.
So
behind, those cities.
Inflation doesn't go down. It does. It fluctuates, but inflation goes up every year. Right. Even when we were kids, when we bought XYZ for $1, today it's $8. With that being said, real estate's a great way to fight inflation. So we're strong advocates in owning, because at the end of the day, that salaries don't go up like that.
No.
The only thing that really goes up is real estate or stocks, crypto, whatever the case may be, whatever your vice is, right? So
and then also we always been trying to figure out for the investor side, if they have already lots of portfolio. That's why we brought up the Mac at the very beginning, because people are tending to buy stuff in Dubai.
Correct.
Right. We do have a contact in Tulum.
Correct.
Right. Costa Rica. So it's like, whatever the goal is for our clients, we're trying to find a way for them to benefit in the portfolio.
And mind you, in those places as well, we have a team, from A to Z that works with you and make sure that everything is done. So you don't have to be there and constantly monitor and manage. There's a team that does that for you. So once again, whatever your number is, depending on the region, location, we have a place for you. And you can make money anywhere in the world. And I think people are now seeing that more and more with social media, where it's like, you don't only have to make money here, right? You can. This could be your base, but then you could also spread your wings
100%.
elsewhere,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah. Or
yeah,
liquidate anything, but it's just the mindset that people needs to get into. The mindset of like it will change because it has.
we
You
know this.
know,
We know this
it's
already.
always gonna change, and people are gonna end up becoming okay. Smoke is done now. Now it's time to rebuild.
We listen. I'll give a perfect example. During COVID, I was still driving, going to work, X, Y, Z, whatever the case.
No
was.
traffic.
No traffic. Great, right? Gas. I remember because I took a photo. Gas was 39 cents during COVID. That was 4 years ago. Gas is $1.34. So we know it's going to change. It's going to rebound.
Oh, it was like close to six. As it was going up 60s, I'm like, oh my god, 60
Yeah.
cents.
So I guess the smart people then would have got the containers and started filling up containers because it's 34 cents.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm saying this to say that like it never stays. If that's the bottom, it only could go up from here.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
I strongly suggest to take advantage wherever that be. Reach out to us and we can facilitate you or point to the right direction where
sure.
your money stretches and you get some cash flow or you get some appreciation or equity with your property.
And then also, I just want to add to that too is like, if you're trying to save, let's say, like how some credit cards are like, oh, you save 3 cents on every per liter. It's like, in reality, it's like, how much are you gonna save? $1 or $2?
Mm-hmm.
So same thing. If the house listed for 549, the other one sells 545. That difference is not gonna be much in the long run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, just make sure, like you said, you have the funds, you get your pre-approvals done,
Yeah.
you have your must-haves, and then go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point of waiting, and then boom, one media comes in, it's over. That's what happened in COVID.
The war is
Everyone's
done.
like, oh, I got so many places, there's like whatever.
Yeah.
In a matter of 2 weeks, buyers are buying.
Yeah.
Bidding wars. And then what happened?
Interest rate goes down. Yep.
And then now you're like, oh no.
Yep. Exactly. Or another suggestion you could do is like if you're still living with your parents or you're living with whoever you're living with, like I mentioned before, pool your money together.
Yeah.
We've seen this many times with many people, right? Where you pool your money together and start buying these properties,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
For pennies on the dollar and rent them out, especially like multifamily homes and so forth. That's how you really build some wealth, right? Because I'll give a small little example where you could put your money together, you buy it for, let's say I'll just round. You buy a house for $500,000. You put your money in. The house closes. It's appraised for $650,000. You could now refinance that house, get back that money that you put in, and rinse and repeat. Do it with another property.
What's it called?
With a group.
What's that method called?
What, the burr?
Yeah, that's the method.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Right. And this is the time to be doing the burr because you couldn't do the burr in 2021 because the prices were too high.
Mm-hmm.
The numbers just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right. Your down payment was too much, etc.
Yes.
But if I could get 5 people and we all put in 15 grand, 20 grand, and then buy it for cheap, it appraises for much higher, refinance, take our money out, keep that property, buy next one, do the same thing. And by the time this whole frenzy is over, I have 3 or 4 doors under my belt with tenants and cash flow and equity build so I'm just here for the people, man. I'm here to help other people.
We're here to find solutions. We have the solution,
Yeah.
Just have to just help them kind of feel happy and secure so then they could make that decision.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just pointing people into the right direction. Right. We're the experts. We're here to guide and help and just make sure you're making a formal decision.
Yeah. So in all, in conclusion is, if you're a buyer still kicking the tires, definitely start figuring it out, and make that first move before it's too late.
Correct. If you're a buyer a year and a half ago and you're like, oh, it's too expensive.
This is it.
This is what you were waiting for.
This is it. Before,
This is what you're waiting
when they
for.
said it's a seller's market, it's a seller's market, it's a seller's market. This is the buyer's market.
This is a buyer's
Where
market.
are the buyers?
That's what I'm saying. This is what you're waiting for. So here's the opportunity. Take advantage.
Yeah, take advantage and just go along with it.
Because what's going to happen is, like I mentioned, those asset companies will take advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll just start picking and just buying out the whole block. And then you won't have no opportunity to buy it, right? So, yeah, take advantage. And if you're a seller, prep your house, accordingly, correctly, price it right, listen to your realtors. They're there for your best interests,
Yeah.
right? And your house will sell, right? So, and then if you're an investor, reach out to us as well.
Yeah.
We can point you to the right direction, whether that be in Toronto,
Tulum,
Dubai, Costa Rica, Alberta, right? We could point to the right direction where, like I mentioned, you don't physically have to be there, but you can still generate cash flow and build equity and generational wealth from there as well.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, that wraps up episode 5 for Keys in Conversation.
Yes, sir.
Like, follow, share, subscribe to our to our channel.
Our channel,
follow
yes,
us
that's right.
on Bozrai Group on Instagram.
Yes. And like I mentioned before, 100 subs, we're giving out gifts.
The first 100, we're going to give out a gift.
Subs means subscribers, by the way, for my non-young folks.
Thanks again, guys.
All
See
right.
you soon for
Take
episode
care.
6.
Yeah,
Take care.
Yeah.